Hello, folks. The Celtic Nerd here, bringing another nerdy video.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've...
So I'm just
They
making
certainly
sure
would.
starts.
You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere. Unless somebody beats you to it.
Okay. Now there is a quest line we can do if we go this way.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you. You act like I have insulted your woman. Your ship I haven't seen. But if it takes after you, it can't be in perfect condition. I am done being Another interruption. You must not have heard who I am. Waste another's time, not mine.
Okay. He is a dick. Okay, there's a merchant in here, so that's the way he has. Because this merchant can be gone. Alright, let's see. Padawan robes. Nothing really special there. Flex heavy armor. Again, silencer, crystal stygium. That actually seems rare. I might actually. I'm gonna buy that. Give it to Atten. Let's see here. Mandalorian disintegrator. Oh boy, that's really that's actually a really good pistol. He has two of them. Oh, nice. 6 to 16, but that crit mod of 18 is very tempting. Bot and droid disruptor. Yeah, there's nothing really there. There's a few good items, but nothing terribly spectacular. Okay, well, if we talk to this guy...
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavik. You haven't? Well, that's something. I'm the second in command over here, and we keep getting incidents. Our staff is stretched thin. Too thin. If you do have trouble, I'm not the one to talk to. You need to talk to Zeron. He takes a hands-on role as the militia... This is... sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced. Just a lot of little things don't add up. It could just be a surprise party. But I think Zeron takes this problem very... So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some... We should probably talk about something else. All right.
Are you waiting for the Administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the Administrator is a pat in the back.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the Administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
Yes, I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess we won. You couldn't tell here, though. Feels like we've been forsaken by the Republic.
The war was very unkind to Dantooine. That hidden enclave cost us a great deal. A great deal.
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment. Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare.
My farm is the closest to the Enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby, and if the mercenaries wanted it, they'd just take it in broad daylight. The closest place besides that is the salvager. The other day I had to take a shot at one of them. Soon someone is going to get killed, and Dantooine has enough. A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits. I suppose you could. Actually, you almost...
If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my...
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs.
These war tropes.
I might be able to offer more if you take care of the problem, though. Can you? That's great.
Welcome to Kunda. Garavik is a salvager, the worst one of the lot. Try to stay clear of him. He's a dangerous one to cross. Her office... You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or mercenaries. And you don't look quite...
Interesting, we can't really talk to anyone about the captain.
Another interruption. You must not have heard who I am.
Insorana kami gunso. Jenish milaka wachino so impos.
Okay. Nothing else about the commander.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here? Depending on how greedy you are, we might have some work for you. You got any other reason for coming? suppose you're right. As long as you don't... I'm sure you got questions here. You want some... I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the... I'd take care of it, 2000. I agree with you, but I don't barter. Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. Started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the Ithorian. And they're smart about such... Very. 2000. I agree. That's all. You want some... Some of the salvagers went deep into the... But the whole thing... But that was... I just... You want something?
Don't know why I accidentally skipped all that. Basically, there was a whole duel about salvaging rights. And Garavik basically claims he has the salvage rights to it, but the person who has like the contract, his body is in the enclave, and no one has been able to get in far enough to recover the proof.
I don't have anything to...
So yeah, that's the whole situation with Gaverick. But apparently he has a heavy hand of how he competes with the other salvagers.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed? I meant no disrespect at all. It is in fact a remarkable vessel. And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel. That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. I feel I must step carefully here. You are not like other Jedi I have known. Yes, I understand. Say no more. For good or ill, I feel you are the only one remaining who can help me with the present situation. My friend, let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? We need the skills of a Jedi more than ever. He was helping investigate Azgul and his mercenaries, but he had his own errand to run in the Enclave. Jedi business of some sort. He went into the sub-level, which isn't without its dangers, and he hasn't returned. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruin? From what I know of your type, you have all of the equipment you need to deal with the sub-level. I do realize the Jedi Order disbanded, so you must find credits yourself, however. The sub-level is dangerous enough that the salvagers have not managed to properly search it. There are many artifacts of value. In your case, however, you can take... I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave's security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly... Is there anything else? I have no doubt that Maroon means well, but I have every confidence in Zeron. I would ask you to... I realize that I'm asking you for help, but you must also know that I am the head of this nominal government. There are plenty of opportunities besides that.
It's also a shame that they don't have music during these loading screens as well. It's just silence.
You'll find little... I will answer your question. She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attacked, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here would be mercenaries. We'd had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. But after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from... The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a bandit is just a vibra-blade's edge. The farmers give them goods. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be... A farmer here and there, so there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. So the disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of...
Okay. So...
What? You shouldn't sneak. It's just a habit. We warn people that the area around Kunda is dangerous, but some of them don't listen. Probably nothing you can't handle. But A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmosphere. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to... I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors. I don't suppose you'd be willing... I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here. But you might come... If you find any of them, just come back here.
Okay, we get an opportunity for some special dialogue. So we're gonna swap out Preparedor. So we're heading into the cave due to one of the side quests that we picked up. Okay, so apparently this pile of rubble was not here the last time we got here. It's the atmospheric sensors.
I don't know about that. They are vitally important pieces of equipment on tectonically or environmentally unstable regions. But do you really need atmospheric sensors on Dantooine? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Okay. Oh, they survived one hit. Speed through the cave. Gotta go fast. Do another bit of force speed. Now we've already gathered up all the crystals here, so we're just gonna immediately get to extermination. Extermination done. And again, we've already harvested all the crystals. Barab or ingot? What? I've never heard of that. Okay, so we apparently can put it into our lightsabers. It gives them 2 to 16 fire damage. Holy shit. Read. Okay, folks. I'm not sure if you've read this lore, but this is quite interesting. The ore of Barab 1 actually lies on the planet's surface, meaning it's exposed to high doses of radiation and torrential downpours daily. This ore can be found in concentrated ingots that actually store and magnify the radiation. When placed in a lightsaber, the ingots produce a blade that burns almost to the point of losing its cohesion. See, and that again, like folks, like that's the thing. Lightsabers have to be in a constant state of like stability. So like that is quite interesting. Oh. This lightsaber can only be used by each one of the light sides, so we're just going to ignore it. What's so special about the Quinaxi as well? Okay, we're going to speed on through. Well, we have the evidence of changing of the guard. The only thing is we have to decide, do we want the money or do we want to expose the guy being overly aggressive, like taking overly aggressive actions towards the mercenaries? And you know what, I'm going to, given that it is surveillance equipment and the guy apparently is secretly doing it, I'm going to give it to his boss. Because that's not on. You don't get to just, you know, use expensive equipment just for the sake of spying on people.
Hello there. You haven't had any news? I'm not the one to talk to. We should probably talk about something. All right.
I hope that you have... Is there any... What have you learned? Very well. I will deal with the situation as I must. Guard, please bring Zeron and Barun here immediately.
What is it, Terena? I'm very busy.
I'll get straight to the point. I have found evidence that you are unbalancing our precarious relations with the mercenaries. Do you deny this?
I deny nothing. You know I have done everything for the good of Kunda. The mercenaries are a real threat, though many here are blind to it.
I have no choice but to err on the side of diplomacy. Until further notice, I am giving command of the militia to Barun. I hope, Zeron, that you will continue to serve as Barun's second in command.
I believe you're making a mistake, Terena, but I will not let my pride compromise the militia. I will still serve.
Thank you, Zeron.
I'm grateful for your support, Administrator. As the new...
That will be all.
He is very enthusiastic.
Making a big mistake. You don't know the whole... Making a... You...
Wow, can I not turn in the quest for killing the
Thanks for your support. I've
no,
been waiting
wow,
for some time to get
cannot.
my chance to lead the militia.
So, tell Zeron, the militia leader, yeah.
Making a...
I can't turn it in. The quest is bugged now.
I hope that you haven't... Is there any...
Let's see, is there anything else? Nope, that's it.
I hope...
I can't talk to her about it, so that's it. We're out. Actually, given that we actually did complete the quest, and I do want the reward for completing the quest, I am going to actually just... This is going to be me leaving the cave, isn't it? This is going to push me all the way back to the cave. I'll be happy if it pushes me back to the cave, because... No, it's before I even went into the cave. Okay. So, folks, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to get my 2,000 credits for killing that... for killing those creatures. And then I'll rat out the guy. So it's not going to change anything. The only thing that's changing is I'm getting my 2,000 credits. So hold on, we need to talk to this guy. So I'm going to pause the video. I was going to end the video here anyway, like after I got my turn in those 2 quests.
What?
So we're going to end the video here. I'll see you guys in the next video when we are about to then enter the cave. Sorry, enter the sub-levels of the Jedi Enclave ruins. I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing out.
I do.
One name, one sky.